Good day, YouTubers. Jesse and Oklahoma Railroad coming at you from the workstation. um, let's see, where am I going to start? I think I mentioned to you all the other day that I had picked up a third set of the Bachmann DCC Digital Commander set. Well, it arrived yesterday. Not as I had hoped, but still in, reasonable condition. Um, I ended up with the wrong engine. Um, Contacted the seller. They said, oops, my bad. And they're supposed to be sending me the right engine. Anyhow, what they sent me was this Santa Fe. Pretty little shell. I love the little shell. But it came on that old Bachmann chassis, pancake motor piece of junk. The light works, and when I fired it up, I smoked the motor. It run about 3 feet and went into flames. But you know how I am. I never give up. So anyway, like I said, the lady said, my bad, and she's sending me the DCC war bonnet, which would be similar to that. And she's supposed to be making it good. So I will be very delighted when I see that. Got lots of little things going on the track today. Speaking of DCC Digital Command, I got Sean's stuff here boxed up for him. He's going to get the controller and transformer as well as this GP40 Bachmann 3507 DCC on board. It does have a broken handrail here by my thumb, as you see, Sean, so you're going to have to repair that. And it's missing the front corner of the front handrail, totally gone. So you'll have to maybe rig something. You'll have to rig something there. Pardon my language. Anyway, so back to my project. What I have decided to do is accept this as a loss. Even though she's going to make it right, she told me to keep it. Don't worry about it. Keep it. So, guys, I'm notorious for making things work. And Bachmann, I tell you what, anybody that dogs Bachmann, they don't have a clue. This Bachmann shell here, war bonnet, came off of this chassis right here. And what I'm going to do today is show y'all how easy it is to change over these shells and make a running train. It's pretty simple stuff, So anyway, I got all the details that I need. The side glass, which will go inside there. The windshield, I actually have another project for this little windshield. We'll get to that in a second. But what my goal is here is to make a AA set out of this. This is a Walthers Proto 1000 that I've had, and it's proved itself many times. Awesome little motor. And now I inherit this one, which, like I say, I'm still detailing it. But we should end up with a functional AA unit here. And we'll take it for a test lap and see what we get. Still having some issues with my track rail joiners, my settling, that stuff. Not as bad as it was, but I haven't done a whole lot to it. So as you can see, with a quick little shell swap, we have a functional running pair. So this will make a great double header. So it's not all a loss, Sometimes sometimes you really get a hammer to the head when you buy stuff cheap on eBay. You never know what you're going to get. But I ended up with this shell, which I really do like. This piece of junk motor, which will go in the trash. Um, I used this locomotive to give that guy a chassis with a motor, and all his spare parts will go onto another great deal that I got from eBay. Bought this last week for $10. The ad said that it was a Tyco in non-operating condition. And, I took them for their word. But I didn't care. I didn't want it. I didn't want Tyco. I have no need for Tyco. But it arrived this morning. And friends, this is not a Tyco. This is a very old model of an Athearn not dual motor, but dual truck. It's got the center engine with the standard drive shafts that operate front and rear trucks. And I put it on the track, and it does hum up a little bit and tries to move. So I'm just going to have to get inside the trucks and free it up and grease the gears and whatnot. But isn't that a beauty? I thought I was buying a Tyco for $10, and ended up with a nice Athearn. And you know how Athearn is. They don't even bother to put windshields in their crap, But I don't care, because for those of you that don't know, the F7 unit made by Bachmann, which has very nice windshields, will pop out and interchange with Athearn. So anybody out there wanting to put a windshield in their old Athearn F7, pop it out of an old cheap-ass Bachmann. They do fit. Just be careful that you don't break them when you're trying to pop the glue loose. And they will snap right back in. Dab of super glue and they'll be there for life. I have several Athearn F7s that I've done this to. And I don't think I've ever showed y'all this before, but I have plenty of specimens to take parts from. And so yeah, this is going to turn out to be a real sweet honey of a deal. I've got good faith that the motor is good. It showed real good signs of life, but short of putting it on the rails and proving it to you, you'll just have to take my word for it when you see it running around the track one day. And if it doesn't work, you know what? Not all is lost, because Athearn shells also fit on Bachmann motors. Woo! All right, y'all, you have learned a lot today from me as far as making old garbage, trash-worthy projects come back to life. I'm very pleased. And when I get my hands on that DCC war bonnet, it'll probably be here next week, then I'll be super, super pleased. But Sean, if you're listening, I'm sure you are, the DCC controller is pretty easy to to operate, and it has the instructions here for you, buddy. The motor runs good. I ran it a little bit yesterday. I didn't take it apart and service it, but I did put some oil on the exposed little nylon gears that you can visually see without taking it apart. And it ran real good. A little bit of break-in, I think it'll be perfect. Now, what do you know about that? Hunt's Brothers. Kevin Harvick, number 4, Daytona 500 Superstar. Just got that in the mail today. This little guy has been around the world. I ordered it from a place out of Washington. You may know of them, Sean. And that was way back, 3 weeks ago. And it got all the way to Tulsa, which is about an hour drive from me. I could have just went there and picked it up. But that was on the 1st, June the 1st. It arrived in Tulsa. I expected to see it out for delivery the next day, but unfortunately, the next post came along a couple days later that it was in Puerto Rico. So that little dude has been around the world. Happy to see it. It finally showed up today. It came with a matching number 4 Mobil 1. These are a 1/8/7 scale, and very, very delighted to receive them. Don't know how many there are available in the world, but this is the only one I've ever seen. And since I do, the Hunt's Brothers Pizza, down there below the 66 sign. Since I do the Hunt's Brothers Pizza logo on my layout, that's a welcome addition. So, yeah, pretty happy about that. So anyway, folks, that's about all I really had to talk about. I just wanted to show you this and how easily it is to repair and replace and swap pieces and parts to make your dream locomotive come to life. Really looking forward to seeing this one run on the tracks, and it'll probably be there within the next day or two. I'm kind of slow when it comes to projects. I don't ever get in a hurry, but anyway, nice to see this pair running together. Expect to see a lot of them. Still got a party going on over here at Brandon's house. Brian's Camaro has now got interior and windows. Got rid of them blue windows. Now he's got clear windows. Cool, cool. See Sean and his wife there with their Chevy 4x4. Frank's here in the driveway. We got Eddie's black pickup, and looks like Eddie's standing out here arguing with Brian and Brandon and me. And yeah, that's my Trans Am, by the way. So we're all here partying. Got Bill and Bill from the fishing hole. They're out picking us up some steaks, and we're going to have us a barbecue today. Frank's buying. All right, you guys, enough nonsense. Hope y'all enjoyed my little workstation presentation, whatever you want to call it. Hope y'all have a blessed day, and we'll talk to you down the track.